everyone. My name is Tim Reha, host of Informed Health 2016 here in studio at UCSF in beautiful San Francisco. We have Jeff Perry, who's a founder and owner of Rocky Mountain Aerials, our official photographer. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
So good. I always like working with photographers. You were, I think you took like 1,200 photos this time?
Yeah, about 1,200. Yeah, I was shooting I arrived around 6 a.m., got from the setup all the way through till 6 p.m. at the end of all different speakers. It's a fantastic day.
So what kind of photography experience do you have, and what are you bringing to the table here to serve the event?
Well, I do a few styles of photography. One I do aerial and architecture. Another I do business events and portrait photography, often business portraits. But today was one of my first conferences I've had the pleasure of photographing, and I'd like to thank Einar Sawyer for the opportunity for that.
Yeah, it's really cool. We're also talking about you're a pilot, and you also do really cool. I have a card with a stadium picture and stuff like that. Go into that space.
Yeah, so right now I'm working and running my business out of Denver, Colorado. That company is Rocky Mountain Aerials. So I do aerial construction, progress photography, along with commercial photography for apartment complexes, commercial realtors, architecture firms, that kind of clientele.
So let's go into pro tips for people who are hiring photographers and trying to really get a look. Give me some of the. What would you ask if you're a hired photographer, so people can glean some information from you on how to look good and how to best leverage photography for their events or their own personal headshots?
Well, something as far as personal headshots that I've learned is getting a natural look. So after I've coached my clients on excellent posture, what I've learned, the secret to it is to get them laughing. So I have them close their eyes and give me surprise, give me confused. What ends up happening is I have them break their comfort zone slightly, and then they laugh. But then the point is that they're laughing, and then they return to a smile coming out of a laugh. They look confident, they look approachable. It's this natural smile that you can't fake. However, if I just ask them to smile, I get a fake, cheesy canned smile, and so yeah, there's a lot more to it than just your lens, your camera, your gear. A lot of people will get caught up in the gear and they'll say, "Oh, I just got the newest camera." That doesn't make for a good photographer. What makes for a great portrait or capturing a real moment is authenticity. So that's something I recommend.
Yeah, it's really about having somebody to work with and kind of break you into being happy and kind of a great mindset, because every little bit shows through photography. You also have your own framing business, which is cool. Go into that.
Yeah, so basically the short of it is that there's three companies. There's Jeff Perry Photography, which is my own name, and that's going to always be my own work. That's my fine art. I've done gallery shows, and I currently a few payments from paying off my large format printer. So it's Canon IPF 8400. I load my own rolls of canvas and print on canvas, and I've been building my own stretcher bars. And so once you have this solid wooden frame, then I take this stretched canvas and I, using stretcher pliers and staple gun, then I stretch all the way to the ends, fold the corners, and then you have a produced art piece. So that's my it's kind of a passion for me. I love traveling the world, landscape photography. That's Jeff Perry Photography. Rocky Mountain Portrait is business headshots and business events. Rocky Mountain Aerials is architecture and aerial photography.
And construction.
And construction progress, but I consider that architecture.
Cool. So what excites you about the photo media, social media space coming in? We've seen a lot of 360 media, new innovation. What are you kind of looking at for the next 5 years in the space?
It's a great question. Well, I originally got into photography by telling stories as a photojournalist for the school newspaper, UC Davis, the California Aggie. So I really like capturing things as they are and telling their story, whether that's a building or whether it's a person or whether it's a place, a landscape. So in the next 5 years, what I'm really hoping to do is to get Rocky Mountain Portrait to be one of the best portrait photography and business headshot providers of the Denver metro area. I eventually want it to run itself and train other photographers to be able to create the ambiance that I like to do for my clients and the comfortable environment that gets them looking confident and approachable in a natural way. So Rocky Mountain Aerials as well to run itself, to train other photographers and create a space that someone who's young and hungry and wants to learn the business and really grow as a photographer and learn a lot of business skills in the same fashion. I want to create the environment they can do that. And so I can pursue the passion for me is the Jeff Perry photography business, where I have the chance to travel and tell the story and culture of the cultures and people that are all around the world that I've had the pleasure of getting to experience in some of my travels.
Cool, Jeff. So what's the best way to reach out and connect with you if I want to have you come up to Seattle or join me in some of the events around the world that I do?
Oh, that'd be fantastic. I would love to work with you again. A great email for me would be jeff@RockyMountainAerials. That's AERIALS.com. Or you can just visit my website, www.RockyMountainAerials, just how I spelled it, or Rocky Mountain Portrait, not portrait, no S, or JeffPerryPhotography.com. All three websites are currently live, and it's a great place to find my work and to connect.
Great. Well, hey, Jeffrey, thanks for coming down and being part of the team. We had a lot of great speakers here, and it was just a lot of fun. So I know you got a lot of editing tonight to do.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it, though. It was a great event, and I want to thank UCSF and all the sponsors, and especially Einar Sawyer for the opportunity to come out and capture this fantastic event.
All right, Einar and UCSF team, Cisco, all the sponsors, everybody that was here today, thanks again. And we're going to sign off from Informed Health at UCSF. My name is Tim Reha, and thanks again, Jeff, for being on the show.
Thank you.